Joshi, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today we are going to discuss few more topics of vector calculus. So let's begin with the first topic, that is divergence. Now the divergence of a vector field f bar is denoted by div of f bar or del dot f bar, and it is defined as divergence of f bar is equal to del dot f bar. That is, now we know this del operator, that is del by del xi plus del by j plus del by del zk, and this is f bar. Okay, so here we have a vector field f bar. Okay, and we have to find its divergence. So the formula to find divergence of f bar is del dot f bar. Okay, and here I have just written the formula for del. Okay, now suppose if f bar is f1i plus f2j plus f3k. Okay, then divergence of f bar will be what? Just write down f bar over here, that is f1i plus f2j plus f3k. Now again we have to multiply this I terms together, j terms together, and k terms together. Alright, so del f1 by del x, I into I, it will give you 1. Then del f2 by del y, j into j will give you 1, and del f3 by del z, k into k will give you 1. Okay, so this is your formula to find divergence of f bar. Okay, and you can see that this is a scalar quantity. Okay, when previously we were finding gradient, okay, what we had phi as a scalar. Okay, and answer of this gradient is vector quantity. Okay, now we are finding gradient, so we have a vector f bar. Okay, and the answer of a divergence will be a scalar quantity. Okay, now note, a point in a vector field f bar is said to be source if divergence of f bar is greater than 0. Okay, if divergence is greater than 0, then we can say that this particular point is source, and we can say it is a sink if divergence of f bar is less than 0. Okay, and the most important, this is solenoidal. Okay, now the vector field f bar is said to be solenoidal if divergence of f bar is equal to 0 at all the points of the function. Okay, so whenever divergence of f bar is equal to 0, then we can say that it is solenoidal. So this is very important. Okay, now let's discuss the example. Okay, determine whether the vector field f bar is equal to y square I plus 2xyj minus z square k is solenoidal at point 1 to 1. Okay, whenever we are asked that we have to show the vector field is solenoidal, so what we have to show that divergence of this f bar is equal to 0. If we can show this, then we can say that it is solenoidal. Alright, so for that we have to find divergence of f. Okay, so f bar is given, this is y square I plus 2xyj minus z square k. Okay, now so this is your f1, this is your f2, and this is f3. Okay, now divergence of f bar is what? Del f1 by del x plus del f2 by del y plus del f3 by del z. This is the formula to find divergence. Now derivative of f1. Okay, so we'll consider only this f1 and we will find its derivative with respect to x, which is 0. Now derivative of f2 with respect to y, so it will give you 2x. Okay, and derivative of f3 with respect to z, it will give you minus 2z. Okay, so this is your divergence. Now we have to show that it is solenoid at this particular point 1 to 1. Okay, so divergence of f bar at 1 to 1, in place of x1, in place of y2, in place of z1. So here we will get 2 and here minus 2. Okay, so your answer is 0. So whenever divergence is 0, we can say that the vector field f bar is solenoidal. Okay, so conclusion is that for f bar is solenoidal. Clear? So in this way we will show that f bar is solenoidal or not. Right? Now let's solve one more example. Find the value of the constant lambda such that the vector field defined by f bar is equal to this is solenoidal. Now in the question it is given that the vector field is solenoidal. Okay, so divergence of f bar is equal to 0 is already given, right? And we have to find the value of lambda. Okay, so this is your f1, this is your f2, and this is f3. Okay, so divergence of f formula is what? Del f1 by del x plus del f2 by del y plus del f3 by del z. Okay, and this is equal to 0 already given. Now derivative of f1 with respect to x. Okay, so what is the derivative with respect to x? It is 4xy square. This term is 0. Okay, plus now derivative of this f2 with respect to y. So 3 will come over here. So we have 9xy square. Okay, and with respect to y, so this term is 0. Okay, plus derivative of f3 with respect to z. Okay, so this is lambda xy square. Okay, this term is 0 is equal to 0 already given, right? Now just simplify this. So from this what you will get, 13xy square is equal to minus lambda xy square, correct? So from this what you will get, the answer of lambda? Answer of lambda is minus 13. This xy square will get cancelled. Okay, so answer of lambda is minus 13, right? Now let's discuss the next topic, that is curl. This is also a very important topic. Okay, gradient, divergence and curl are the most important topic of this chapter. Okay, now let's discuss the curl. The curl of a vector field f bar is denoted by curl of f bar or delta cross f bar. Okay, this is the notation for curl, and it is defined as curl of f bar is equal to del cross f bar. Okay, now we know del, this is del by del xi plus del by del yj plus del by del zk into f bar is what? f1i plus f2j plus f3k. Okay, and we have to find its cross product. Okay, so cross product is, you can find it in this way, that is determinant of I, j, k, del by del x, del by del y, del by del z and f1, f2, f3. We have to solve this determinant. Okay, and on solving this determinant we will get a vector quantity. Okay, so the curl is what? It is a vector quantity. Gradient and curl both are vector quantity, while divergence is a scalar quantity. All right, now a vector field f bar is said to be irrotational. Okay, when we can say that the vector field f bar is irrotational? If curl of f bar is equal to 0. Okay, so whenever we are getting the answer of curl f is equal to 0, we can say that the vector field f bar is irrotational. Okay, otherwise it is said to be rotational. Okay, now let's discuss one example. Find divergence and curl of v is equal to xyz into x comma y comma z. Okay, so whenever this type of thing is given, okay, so we have to first simplify this. So xyz, and this xyz we can write it as xi plus yj plus zk. Okay, now multiply over here. So what you will get? X square yzi plus xy square z, okay, plus xyz square k. This is your v. Okay, first we have to find divergence. Okay, so divergence of v, this is a vector. Okay, so we'll write as v bar. Now this is del v1 by del x plus del v2 by del y plus del v3 by del z. Okay, now this is your v1, v2 and v3. Just find the derivative with respect to x. So it will give you 2xyz. Okay, its derivative with respect to y. So 2xyz. Okay, and with respect to z, 2xyz. Add them, so you will get answer of divergence as 6xyz. Okay, so in this way we can find divergence. Now we will find curl. Okay, so again v is given, that is xyz into xi plus yj plus zk. So this is your x square yzi plus xy square zj plus xyz square k. This is given. okay, and we have to find curl of V. So this is determinant I, J, K. Del by del x, del by del y, del by del z. And here we have V1, V2 and V3. Okay. So your V1 is what? X square y z. V2 is what? X y square z. And V3 is what? X y z square. We have to substitute like this. Okay. Now just simplify this. So I cap as it is. Now using the determinant formula. So what we will have? Del by del y of this term, that is xyz square, minus now this term. So del by del z of xy square z, okay, minus j cap into what you will get? This into this, okay. So del by del x of xyz square, okay, minus now we have this into this, so minus del by del z of x square yz, okay, plus k cap into now multiply this too, so del by del x of xy square z, okay, minus this two, so del by del y of what? X square yz. Okay, so this is the first example, so we are writing everything. Okay, you can write derivative directly also. Okay, now derivative of this term with respect to y. Okay, so it will give you xz square, so xz square minus now here derivative with respect to z. Okay, so it will give you xy square. Okay, now minus j cap. Okay, now derivative with respect to x, so y z square minus derivative with respect to z, so minus x square y, okay, plus k cap. Now here derivative with respect to x, so it will give you y square z minus derivative with respect to y, so it will give you x square z. Okay, so this is the answer of curl of v bar. Okay, so by solving this determinant, we can find the answer of curl, right? Now, let's discuss one more example. Show that f bar is equal to this is both solenoidal and irrotational. Okay, so whenever we have to show that it is a solenoidal, so what we have to find? Divergence of this f bar is equal to 0. And to show it is irrotational, what we have to show? Curl of f bar is equal to 0. Right? So in this example, we have to find both, that is divergence and curl. Alright. So first we will find divergence. So divergence of f bar. What is the formula? Del f1 by del x plus del f2 by del y plus del f3 by del z. Okay. Now derivative of f1. Okay. So this is your f1. This is f2 and this is f3. So derivative of f1, find this derivative with respect to x. So this term is 0, this term is 0, this term is 0. From here we'll get minus 2. Okay, so this is minus 2 plus. Now from this we have to find the derivative of f2 with respect to y. So this term is 0. From here we'll get 2x. Okay, so this is 2x plus. Now f3, okay, we have to find its derivative with respect to z. So this term is 0. From here we will get minus 2x and from here we will get plus 2. Okay, so minus 2x plus 2. This plus 2x minus 2x will get cancelled, plus 2 minus 2x plus 2 minus 2 will get cancelled, so your answer is 0. Okay, now divergence of f bar is 0, so what we can say? That f bar is solenoidal. Okay, it's very easy, just find the divergence, and if its answer is 0, then we can say that it is solenoidal. All right, now we have to find curl. Okay, so this is the same example and we have to find curl. So this is f1, f2 and f3. So curl of f bar is equal to what? I, j, k. Okay, then del by del x, del by del y and del by del z. f1 is what? Y square minus z square plus 3yz minus 2x. f2 is what? 3xz plus 2xy. Okay, and what is f3? 3xy minus 2xz plus 2z. Okay, so this is your formula to find curl f. Okay, now we'll simplify this. So I kept del by del y of this term. Okay, so you will find directly. Okay, so derivative of this term with respect to y. Okay, so from here we will get 3x. Okay, so this is 3x minus, now derivative of this term with respect to z. Okay, so from here what you will get, 3x, this term is 0, so 3x minus 3x. Okay, minus j cap. Now we will find the derivative of this term. Okay, this term with respect to x, because we have to multiply this term and this term. Okay, here, so with respect to x derivative, so from here you will get 3y. Okay, from here you will get minus 2z, minus 2z. Okay, we are finding derivative with respect to x, minus, now cross multiply this. Okay, so we have to find the derivative of this term with respect to z. So this is 0. From here what you will get, minus 2z. Okay, but we have already minus, so here we have plus 2z. Okay, then again its derivative with respect to z, so here we have plus 3y, right? But again we have minus, so it will become minus 3y, and this term is 0. Clear? In now plus k cap. Now multiply this two. So derivative of x, derivative of this term with respect to x. So from here we will get 3z, from here we will get 2y. So 3z plus 2y minus, now cross multiply this, so its derivative with respect to y is 2y, so minus 2y, and again derivative with respect to y. So from here what you will get, plus 3z. Okay, but we have a negative sign over here, so it will become minus 3z, and again this term is gone. Okay, now just simplify this, so this is 0i, this 2 will get cancelled, so this is 0j, again everything is cancelled over here, so 0k. Okay, so this is your 0 vector. Okay, so the answer of curl f is what, 0, right? So what we can say, that this f bar is irrotational. Okay, so let's briefly discuss the gradient. Okay, so phi is given, which is a scalar. Okay, so we have to find grade phi. Okay, so its notation is del phi, and the formula is what, del phi by del xi plus del phi by del yj plus del phi by del zk. Okay, this is the formula to find gradient. Now, to find divergence, f bar will be given, and it is notation is divergence of f bar or del dot f bar. Okay, and the formula is what, del f1 by del x plus del f2 by del y plus del f2 by del f3 by del z. Okay, and this is a scalar quantity. Okay, this is vector quantity. And lastly, curl. Okay, so for that again f bar will be given to you. Okay, and notation is curl of f bar, or we can say that delta cross f bar. These two are the notation, and the formula is what, I j k del by del x, del by del y, del by del z. Okay, and here we have f1, f2, f3. Just solve this determinant, so you will get answer of curl. Okay, now if divergence of f bar is equal to 0, then we can say that it is solenoidal. All right, and if curl of f bar is equal to 0, then we can say that it is irrotational. Alright, so this is a very important topic, gradient, divergence and curl. So I hope you have understood throughout the session. Thank you for watching.